hope it's not too noisy in here because I have the little fan in the window. It is so nice today. What is today? Tuesday. But it's not like humid or anything. I think it's 74 out right now. So it's so nice because the last few days it's been very humid. Sunday night we lost our power at like 11:30 at night, I think. So of course when the power went out, Aiden was sound asleep, his fan went off and his nightlight went off, so he was like, it woke him up and he was like, screw this. So he came running downstairs with his Cat in the Hat and his dinosaur stuffed animal, and he jumped into our bed and he went right to sleep. So I was like, I guess I'm not gonna sleep well tonight. But it wasn't even, when I did go to bed, it wasn't even because of him, it was because of Steven. I couldn't fall asleep because he snores so much, and I usually have the fan on while I sleep and it kind of drowns him out. Like the fan plus my my earphones, my earplugs are enough to drown him out and I can sleep. But it was dead silent in the room and all I could hear was him snoring. And like anyone who has a partner that snores knows the pain of like trying to nudge and shove and like hit the mattress. It's just, he is such a heavy sleeper. I'm jealous sometimes because he's one of those people that can just lay down and fall right to sleep. Like if we lay down at the same time, he will be asleep in 2 minutes or less. And I don't know how he does it. Some nights I'm like that and I can fall asleep right away, but like every single night for him is like that. And then once he's sleeping, it's just, sometimes he'll respond to me, and even when he responds to me, I know he's still sound asleep, so it's not registering to him that I'm telling him to like roll over or try to stop snoring. I know you can't just like shut off snoring, but I don't know. We were watching a podcast last night and they were talking, it was Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, and they were talking about some sort of like mouth snore guard thing, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get you one of these, because like Tom was saying he uses it and it helps so much. But like the one the one that he uses now is like a custom one that you can go have made at your dentist, and I'm like, they do that? I didn't even know that was a thing. So I don't know, we're gonna try that out because him snoring is very annoying when I can like audibly hear it, and it keeps me up all night. So anyway, ignore my hair. I'm getting rid of this blue soon. Like I have plans for it. I just have to get all the stuff for it. It's just like, I liked it so much at first, but now I just feel like as it fades, it's making my hair look so like this dingy grayish blue color, and it's not my whole head is not the same color, so it's bothering me how it looks. So I'm gonna do something with it soon. I always end up going back to red, and I have a feeling I'm gonna end up doing red. But today was Aiden's first day of his summer school program, so we had to do a video call this morning at 9. It was nice because 2 of the people that he worked with in preschool are actually doing the summer program. So his old occupational therapist and his old speech therapist are on the video chats. So it was nice to see them because we haven't seen them since preschool ended. And then this week I just have to get ready. I have to get all my like photography stuff ready for the new items for the website and put everything up. I usually get everything on the site and just make it not available until it goes on sale on Friday, because it's just easier to do it that way. That way I just have to go through and activate everything instead of trying to upload everything all at once when it goes live. So that is my plan for the week. And because Hamilton came on Disney Plus the other night, I still haven't watched motorcycle going by. I still haven't watched the entire thing because it's almost 3 hours long and I just haven't had time to sit and watch it. I'm like an hour into it. But it came on Disney Plus on July 3rd, and now everybody is ordering my Hamilton palette again. So I'm like, I just ordered a bunch more empty palettes so that I have enough, because when people start ordering the summer one, I want to make sure that I have enough. But yeah, the Hamilton palette has always been the best-selling one, but now that the musical is out, it's like more people are finding it. Now that it's out on Disney Plus, I mean, more people are finding it and ordering the eyeshadow palette again. But yeah, I have to go through, get caught up on orders and making all the Hamilton palettes that got ordered, and then it should be good to go to start working on the photos and everything for the new stuff. So I'm gonna go work on that stuff. It's still pretty early. It's only 10:20 a.m. That's the good thing about the video calls. It forces me to get up early in the morning. We have to do another one tomorrow, like just his one-on-one video call with the teacher. But it's not till 11 tomorrow. And I wasn't thinking, and my groceries are getting delivered at the same time tomorrow. They're supposed to be between 11 and 1, so hopefully the video call's over by the time the groceries come. But I already told Steven, I'm like, you gotta make sure you are ready to receive the groceries if I'm on the class call with him. He usually does it anyway, but he brings everything in and then I put it all away because I don't like where he puts stuff, and I'm very particular about where my, like, certain things go in the kitchen and in the pantry and stuff. So he brings the stuff in and then I put it away. But now there's, like, we're still wiping down all the groceries with, like, sanitizing wipes and stuff. And I don't plan on stopping doing that anytime soon. Make fun of me if you want. I was talking about this with my friend Cassie the other day, because she's still doing it too, and we were just like, nope, let people make fun of you for doing that. You're staying clean and staying safe. So I was like mildly germophobish before all this happened, and now this has just turned me into a full-blown wipe everything down, clean everything, use a friggin' glove at the gas pump. We've only filled the Jeep with gas twice since this entire thing happened, so it's definitely saving us a ton of money on gas. Steven is still laid off. I told you guys I don't think that that job is going to ask him back anytime soon, so we've been looking for other stuff on Indeed. The thing that, like, screws us up is, and I don't want to get into this conversation with myself, but, like, we don't know still about moving or where we're going to end up. And then it's like, what if we have to move to another state? Like, we were talking about moving to, like, New Hampshire or Vermont or something, and then you have to leave another job and go find something else. I don't know. It's just that constant, I feel like I'm in limbo all the time because of this friggin' house and his friggin' dad not friggin' telling us friggin' anything. Say, it's summer release day today.
It's summer release day today.
It's already Friday. Look at Aiden's messy hair. I've got to spike this up again. We trimmed the sides, but, like, this is just a mess now if you don't spike it up or do anything with it.
Safe hands. Trusted by over 3.
Oh my goodness. Clearly I haven't done my hair yet. Look at, ugh. This color is just, it's bothering me so much because it's fading to, like, this gross greenish, looks like I went in a pool with too much chlorine when I tried to bleach my hair or something. Ugh. Anyway, it's already Friday. It is time, almost time, to release all my summer stuff. I just went through and double checked everything and made sure I, like, spelled everything right in the descriptions and stuff like that. Other than that, I have nothing going on today. Hopefully some people order and then I will have work to do. Well, I have a bunch of stuff made that has to go in orders that need to go out for the weekend, but as far as new stuff, I'm hoping to get that done. And then I have to make sprays and lotions for another box that I was asked to be in, but it's not as, like, time consuming as the last one I was in that I had to make 80 lotions. That was like, oh my gosh, my back was killing me by the time I was all done with that. I never told you guys about the butterfly, if you care or not. If not, just skip this part. But all the butterflies hatched, like all the caterpillars turned into butterflies, except one of the ones, the cocoon that had fallen first. Like one of them just randomly fell off. That one, it kind of hatched, but like died. But there were the final two that were in there. I had put the cup that they were in outside with the lid off, and one flew away, and there was another one that didn't want to fly away, and I was like, well, I'll just leave it here and it will eventually leave. The next morning I went out there and I noticed that one was still in the cup, so I'm like, what the heck, this one doesn't want to leave. And we kind of like tried to coax it out, and then I realized that there was something wrong with its wing, and it was like freaking out. It couldn't fly. I thought maybe because the food that was in there was so sticky, maybe its wing was stuck, because it was like, this wing was fine. You pretend the body's in the middle right here. This wing was fine and flapping everywhere, but this one was like curved under itself. So like I had a pencil and I was trying to get it unstuck if it was stuck to its body, and it wasn't. It's just a screwed up wing. So I got like a little container for it, because like I felt bad just letting it go. I'm like, the thing can't fly, it's gonna die or get eaten. And then I put like a little cap with like nectar in it, which is, they say to put 3 parts water to 1 part sugar, and that's like butterfly food. So okay, I've been doing that and it's been eating. I have a freaking butterfly with a weird wing. I don't even know how that happened. Like, it came out of its cocoon with a busted wing. And then yesterday I noticed it was like freaking out in there because I heard like flapping noises. And I go over it to look, and it's just like bouncing all around inside the little container thing. I got it, it's in like a mesh thing with a zipper on top. So I'm like, what is going on? And then after it calmed down, I realized that part of the wing was like completely ripped off now. So I don't know what to do. I know they don't live that long, but I feel bad just letting it go and letting something eat it. I actually want to look that up, if butterflies can come out of the cocoon with a messed up wing. If it hatches early, when they first emerge, their wings are wet and it's like a freaking tongue twister. Their wings are wet and wrinkled. This occurs due to the tight space of the chrysalis when the caterpillar is metamorphosing. After hatching, the butterfly hangs upside down, flapping its wings to straighten and dry them. It takes about a day for the wings to fully harden, so that may be why. They were in such a little container. That's why when I first got it, I was like, there's like 7 caterpillars in here. How are they all gonna hatch? Yeah, if it doesn't have room to fully expand its wings in the storage container. Or the butterfly may have a defect, such as poor blood circulation to the wings, preventing their opening. I would end up with a butterfly with a defect. I just thought I'd share that story with you because I haven't really filmed much this week. It is 10 of 10. I'm sitting here waiting until noon to make sure I release everything, and it's all. Oh, and I have to do a new graphic for the main page too, so I guess I will do that first. Steven and I were looking at houses again last night because blah blah blah. Is that the way to put it? I signed up for Trulia. I don't know. I have Trulia on my phone, which is like, that's my favorite site to look at houses and stuff on, because that's like the easiest one to use in my opinion anyway. So I have like all these different search settings saved on there, and then they send you new recommendations whenever there's like something else that goes on the market. But then I randomly came across this town in Maine last night And there's so many houses that are like in our price range that are like, there's minor cosmetic stuff that needs to be done to them that Steven could easily fix. So there's one that is just this awesome house. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, and it's how much? I think it was $59,000, and I'm like, what the hell? So I was researching the town. The town has an elementary school, middle school, and high school all in that one town. It's not it's not like way out in the boonies, so there's like civilization there. It's got a decent sized yard. And then I was like, because I was researching that town, I'm like, let me see what else they have. They have a bunch of houses that would be like completely perfect. So there was like, there's one that already had like a garden set up in the back, like a bunch of raised garden beds. And I was like, look, it's already set up for me if I want to grow food again next year. But yeah, I don't know. That town has me excited, so we'll see. Because like a couple of them were like, when we finally get our tax refund, we still haven't gotten it. I know a lot of people are probably in the same boat, but like I filed our taxes and they were accepted on February 25th, so I don't understand why this is taking so long. I know that like because of the coronavirus and everything, there was they just like ceased stuff because there was no people at the IRS working or whatever. But yeah, it shouldn't, I hope it comes soon, but like some of the prices of those houses were so low that when we get our friggin' refund finally, that could be the down payment for the house. So like I'm excited about that. I have no qualms about moving there, especially with everything that's going on with school now. They don't know if we're gonna go open at full capacity or whatever, or if all the kids are gonna be able to go back. So I'm sure if we moved there, the schools are probably opening, because I don't think Maine's numbers are as bad. You know what? I should probably look that up too. I'm always like Googling to answer my own questions that I ask when I'm sitting here talking to you guys. Let me see. Coronavirus update. But like this, where it is, it's like right on the border of Canada, so it's like way up there. Yeah, see, there's only been like 3,500 cases since this started in Maine. Massachusetts is like, I don't even know what we're up to anymore. I stopped keeping track. Massachusetts is up to 111,000 since this started. But like we are we're a lot better, but we're still at the top of the list for the number of cases. So I do have to say that like anytime we've gone anywhere, like we still haven't been to like a supermarket or physically grocery shopping or anything, because I've been ordering everything. The only time we've gone, like, and me and Eden haven't even been inside, it's Steven that goes inside the gas station to get his cigarettes. That's like the only place that he's been in with anybody else. But even when we like go there, everybody is wearing their mask. So I'm kind of proud of my town for everybody following the mask stuff. So yeah, I don't know. The only thing is now, if we want to friggin' move there, he's gonna have to make sure that he has a job first, because nobody's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll give you a mortgage for this house if you're unemployed. So that part is gonna be a pain in the butt, because like not a lot of places around here are hiring right now unless he wants to do UPS or FedEx, which I feel like is just a nightmare job right now. Maybe not so much once this stuff is over, but right now those guys are getting like hammered, so I don't know. I wish I could find him something like not so physical, because he's having so much issues with so many issues with his joints and stuff. Because like he had, the last time he went to the doctor, they told him he had arthritis setting in, which is totally understandable because his grandma had really bad arthritis. But that on top of his neck issues, on top of the joint pain that comes along with his Lyme disease all the time, is just, some days he feels fine and some days are really, really bad. Like yesterday he felt like crap. And he hasn't been doing much because he hasn't been at work being physical. So who knows? I just wish that he could find something that's not as physical as the crap he usually does. I was like, why don't you try to get like one of those annoying call center jobs or something that you can do from home and just have a list of people you have to call and annoy all day. Like, you'd be good at that because you don't mind talking on the phone. I could never do that because talking on the phone for some reason just freaks me out. I don't know why. I get super nervous having to make like doctor's appointments and stuff. I think most of it comes from like my worry of not being able to understand something that the other person said on the other line, and like having to be like, excuse me, what did you say? Like, that sounds so stupid, but that is like where the fear comes from. Like my fear of not being able to understand, like if someone asks a question and I totally either didn't hear what they said or didn't understand their accent or something, I feel so bad saying, can you say that again? This sounds so stupid just saying it to you guys, but that is like, that's my fear about having to call anybody. When I worked at Rite Aid, like answering the phone and stuff was no problem for some reason, but I think most of that was because if they had like a question I couldn't answer, I could just pass it off to somebody else, because like a lot of the times I was on the cash register and I couldn't deal with phone calls anyway because I was cashing someone out. I'd be like, okay, hold please, and just send them to the manager. But yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm just pretty excited about that town, and I'm gonna do some more research today. And I'm gonna hope that at least a couple of the houses that we were looking at last night don't sell, because I'm pretty excited about like this. Like if we could move in the fall, that would be awesome, because it wouldn't be super hot, we wouldn't be dying trying to move everything. I've been babbling for like 20 minutes here, so I'm gonna have to edit this down. But I will talk to you guys next week. I know this was kind of a boring vlog. I didn't do much this week that needed to be recorded. Aiden's cracking himself up in there with some kind of video he's watching. But I will talk to you guys next week. Hopefully next week is a little bit more excitement. I can film something else. We shall see. I will talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye for now.